Scorpio Soul Time. I'm Ronique, and I appreciate you joining me here on my YouTube channel. Every lunation cycle, you and I get together and discuss what is going on up in the heavens. Everything that is going on in the heavens affects us directly here on Earth. And it's an exciting time because we are ending 2021 and entering a new calendar year, 2022. Happy New Year to everyone. It's also an exciting time because we are coming into some really interesting energy as we enter into January of 2022. In this video, we're actually going to talk about the new moon in Capricorn because it actually is right at the start of the month, the start of the year on January 2nd. And then we're also going to talk about the month ahead. So I want you to take a look at the screen that was at the very beginning of this video. And I have outlined all the important dates in the astrology so that you can follow along and you can come back to this video throughout the month and be able to see how the energies are working out with you. And then we also have, like I said, we have that new moon that occurs on January 2nd, and then later on in the month we will have the full moon in Cancer that occurs on January 17th. For each of you, I would like you to look at your sun, moon, and your rising signs to see how this information plays out for you. I invite you to listen to the very beginning of each video to make sure that you understand not only the astrology, but for each of you, you know, the tarot cards will speak to you differently depending on your sign, depending on what type of life changes you're going through. So I do invite you not to skip over this very beginning part. Okay, so let's get right into it. So we open up the month of January with a new moon, and it's actually a supermoon in Capricorn on January 2nd, 2022. It already sounds weird saying 2022. It's going to take me a few weeks to get used to that, but we have this new moon occurring here in Capricorn. So we have the sun and the moon sitting in Capricorn at 1:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it is at 12 degrees and 19 minutes of Capricorn. Now, I want you to look back on Scorpio Soul Time in the playlist under probably astrology, or there might be one, the tarot and astrology playlist, to see all of the different lunation cycles that we've gone through, the new moon and full moon videos. If you look back at the, let's see, June 24th, when we had that full moon in Capricorn of 2021, that's going to give you a lot of insight into where you are closing up things, what illuminating topics came up and themes came up for you. Capricorn is an earth energy and represents your physical goals, your ambitions in the world, but also your responsibilities in your daily life. So at this time, this is a new moon, so you might be planting new seeds around your career, around your work, new goals. It is not a coincidence that Capricorn starts at the beginning of the year when we're all making New Year's resolutions. So this is a really good energy to figure out what it is that you want to start anew, and especially around anything in the physical world. Now, also at that new moon, we actually have 4 planets in Capricorn at this time. So it's really going to be a lot of rules, regulations. You're going to hear a lot of this, especially dealing with the pandemic, with the government, with rules and regulations, maybe around your workplace, around, and not just health. It could also deal with money. It can deal with like your tangible resources. And especially since Venus is also in retrograde at this time, don't be surprised if you're hearing more about health. You're hearing more about people trying to maybe regulate further than, you know, what you would like them to, whether it's at your job, it's in your community, it's your local government, it's your federal government. So don't be surprised if those themes continue throughout 2022, and especially in this January time. We also have Pluto and we have Venus, like I said, in Capricorn at this time. So we might have a lot of similar themes come up as when we were in January of 2021. For those of you who are in the US, remember that was when we were having, we're still trying to figure out who was going to be president. We still had all of that stuff going around with the vaccine, but we also had just like a lot of energy coming from that 2020 time. So don't be surprised if those same themes come up for you here in 2022. Also, on January 1st, I don't want to forget that the sun actually trines Uranus here. The sun up here in Capricorn will trine Uranus that is in Taurus. So another important insight at this time is Taurus and Scorpio are now the axis of the lunar nodes. So this is going to be really important as we move through 2022, because we have left the Gemini and Sagittarius axis and we are now into Taurus and Scorpio, which is also going to be around other people's money, your resources. So that's going to be a big theme over these next 18 months. I also pulled this Moonology card for the new moon in Capricorn, saying your hard work is paying off. And I think this is really important for each of us to figure out, where is it that our hard work in the past of 2021 was really helpful for us, but now as we move into this new year, what is it that we are ready to move forward on? What new seeds are we ready to plant, so that when we get to that full moon in Capricorn in June of 2022, we're able to look back and see what these last 6 months of seeds being planted, what has sprouted, what is, ready to harvest, etc. Okay, so like I said, check those dates on the very first screen of this video so you can see what all the lunation cycles are. All of the lunation cycles, but all of the important astrology dates. And I will see you back here with your sun, moon, and rising signs. Hi Virgo, welcome to your January 2022 month ahead tarot reading, as well as your new moon and Capricorn reading. So I'm going to pull a Moonology card to see what the themes are for your year ahead. All right. So for Virgo, you all have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. So that's really beautiful energy, isn't it? So if you have been kind of wavering on your faith in 2021, if you have some kind of dream goal, whether it's create some type of new life for yourself, maybe it's get a different job, this new moon in Capricorn is definitely a good time to plant those new seeds of intention around anything with your career, anything dealing with your goals. This is a great time to get that card. So let's put that up there, and that's going to be your theme throughout 2022 is have faith in your dreams. Okay, so we are going to pull a past, present, and future card. The past is going to represent the year of 2021. The present position will represent this new moon in Capricorn. And then the future position will represent 2022 year ahead, and that one just fell out. So let's see what that said. Look at that, the star card. So that is really nice energy. So I'm going to actually put that up here. You're the first one that has had a card fall out as I was doing the past, present, and future explanation. So that star card's really important for you, Virgo, and it kind of is right in the line with have faith in your dreams, because that's really what the star card represents. It's really like holding on to your dream, being able to balance how your life versus your dreams work. So I think that that is all very much in line. So as I was saying, your future card is going to represent 2022. So you already have the star card just fell out. So you all are already looking pretty good this year, Virgo. So for 2021, you all have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So possibly there's some type of money decisions you had to make, or maybe you weren't able to make them as smoothly as you were anticipating in 2021. In the present, you have the Two of Wands. So lots of duality here, lots of choices that maybe you weren't able to make. The Two of Wands usually represents some kind of passion or some type of dream that you had, that you were trying to start a pathway, but with it in reverse, maybe you were having problems getting there. And for 2022, you have the Four of Swords. So this represents like you not being able to sleep, just needing more rest, possibly. Sometimes it can relate to health issues. So let's just take a look at this all together, Virgo. So in the past, you had the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So possibly in 2021, you had some options, whether you were trying to choose between two different careers, two different positions. Possibly there has been some back and forth with how to juggle your resources. The Two of Pentacles is usually this energy of like you have these options, but with it in reverse, possibly you've been confused about which option to take. I'm going to read it also with pairing with this Two of Wands, because both cards have a number 2, and they're both representing this duality between like, which way do I go? Which resource do I use? The Two of Wands usually have to do with two passion projects or two opportunities that might be presented to you. But with these both in reverse, there's this sense of you not feeling confident about making a decision. With you have faith in your dreams and the Star card, the universe is trying to tell you that at this new moon in Capricorn, it's time to plant seeds of intention in order to feel better about not only yourself, but have faith in those dreams that you're trying to pursue. Like the Two of Wands to me is almost like that. I have a dream, but I'm not quite sure which way to go. I have a thought, I have an idea, but I'm not quite sure if I'm ready to pursue it. And with that Star card, the universe is like, just get it going, just start. Like, you don't have to have all the money, you don't have to have the complete business plan, like just get started. Because these two cards are saying like you've been wavering too much and it's time to get started. So at that new moon in Capricorn, plant those seeds of intentions for how you want to get started on whatever project you are trying to pursue, okay? With that Four of Swords in the future, the universe wants to remind you, though, that you still need rest. You still need to, like, take time for yourself. We don't want this to turn into, like, any kind of health issues just because you're now like, okay, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to, you know, get everything in order. So the Four of Swords is saying in this year ahead of 2022, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you are becoming more active, making sure you're getting plenty of rest, and you're really honing in on what is it that you need to do to have faith, not only in your dreams, but have faith that you're going to be able to accomplish this, but in a reasonable time period. Like, tell yourself, okay, in 2022, I want to map out that, you know, in 3 months, I want to be at this goal, at 6 months, 9 months, whatever, so that when we get to the end of 2022, you're able to look back and say, okay, those dreams that I didn't have faith in before, they have now materialized, or I've gone in a different direction, but at least you can say that you actually like went for it and you weren't still wavering here like the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Okay, Virgo, I think it's going to be a good year ahead. You just have to keep your head up and have faith in your dreams, and I think everything is going to work out great. Okay, have a good 2022.